What's going on?
Shit kind of hard. I'm like really rocking
That's
always.
too hard.
Like I want to make a club, like where's gonna be called Always Ready? Like, damn. I'm like, whoa. Hey, we're live.
Okay. Yeah, they're from the 1933 too. But you got to give me the thing to record on here too. Did you do it yet?
No, I didn't. I just was. And let me know if you can hear the background, for the when he plays, because I'll just want to put the headset on. I'll text him.
Okay. All right.
We're live though on YouTube.
Episode 199. Caesar is back from the colonized islands of Hawaii.
Episode 199, one away from 200.
200 is a joyous and sad episode. It's not where we wanted to be for episode 200.
Not with no revenue.
Yeah, for show. But it's all good. Episode 199. We're going to try to make this the shortest episode ever, but it's not going to happen. We're streaming live on YouTube currently, so you can go check that out once you get back, and please let them know that self-doubt is self-harm. You feel me? You see that sweater Caesar's wearing? You dig.
6 days in a row.
Whoa. Caesar, show him that, show him underneath that bone fiend. Show him that.
Oh, let me show y'all what Hawaii done to your boy. I got a whole nother bone fiend on here.
That's gross. Oh, God. Thank you, God, for not letting me be able to do that. Thank you, God.
I do look a little more tanner now.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. All up in your own grill. Anyway, episode 199. We got a lot to talk about. Not a whole lot, actually. But we're going to talk about the Super League madness. I have a lot to say about that. I'm usually not the person to say this, but y'all were tripping about Super League. Y'all. Like, I'm not really the person that be like, y'all, but y'all were tripping. We're going to talk about Mourinho being sacked from Tottenham. The funny thing is, like, I feel like that like barely hit the radar because everybody's talking about Super League all day.
That's true.
Talk about Champions League, planning to have more teams entering the competition in a couple of years. We might get a little recap of Caesar's trip into the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And we're going to talk about a club in Bolivia called Always Ready. No, I'm joking.
That's one of the dopest names ever. Just know that.
Oh yeah, and then your acronym is CAR. Club Always Ready. Anyway, okay, so everybody at this point, today is April 21st, Wednesday. At this point, everybody has seen the Super League come and go. There was a whole Caesar was on vacation. So Caesar didn't really get the whole thing like I did. He was in a whole nother time zone situation. And he's out there, on the beach, and he's out there chasing wild boar and eating poi and stuff. Caesar's out there doing his thing, eating spam. But
I didn't have spam, I'll say that.
But I was here in America on the mainland getting inundated with Super League information to the point I just got off Twitter, was like, I don't even want to do this because everybody is tweeting about Super League. And this is what I got to say. As soon as I saw the so-called announcement, I was like, that's cute. We've seen this before. I was like, oh, that's cute. I remember when they talked about that a couple years ago. And then I just seen the whole football media just going crazy, acting like it's going to happen tomorrow. And I was just like, yo, like, what's going on? To the extent I seen things saying like, oh, like the teams that are agreeing to Super League, they're going to get kicked out of Champions League. I'm like, are you people insane? Are you guys acting like Super League is going to start May 1st? Like, what's going on? I was literally like, why is the whole football media going bananas over something that's not even about to happen?
Yeah, it was really weird. I was like, it was like a whole panic happened. And it was as soon as like 4 or 5 teams decided to just pledge their allegiance to the Super League. They were like, "We're going to it," and everybody was just like, "What?" Like, no. Everybody started going crazy, and then like low key UEFA slipping under the radar. Big Champions League changes. They were like, "Cool, everybody's going crazy about Super League. Let's go ahead and just sneak in some changes. We're going to be making the Champions League as well too, without anybody noticing real fast."
Oh yeah, I mean, for me, I was like, okay, if anything, okay, let's just like rationally speaking, if the so-called Super League is going to happen, it's not going to happen this year, or at least like this season. One, two, the most it can be is like a friendly competition.
Exactly.
Like that's the most it can be. Like you really think these teams are going to like leave their country's federation and form that's never going to happen. The most it can be is like an ICC during the season. That's the most it can be. Where it's literally just like a money grab for TV. Like, look, we got Liverpool playing Barcelona, in September. Like, it's just another way to like get money. Like the big players aren't gonna play for real, like maybe a few minutes, but like they're not gonna be risking their players on a friendly competition, which is the most it could be. So I'm just like, okay, when I'm thinking about it from that context, I'm like, it's not the worst idea in the world, especially given how much money teams lost this past year and change.
The problem, only thing I had an issue with it, maybe I think that they don't have a good gauge on how to phrase things. I thought the phrasing it, calling it a Super League was a dangerous term. I think that's like kind of explosive to people, right? Like Super League, like wait a minute, like if
With those clubs,
they should they didn't want to use words like cup or tournament because people don't tune into cups or tournaments. But if they made it like that, talked about the incentives to being in the super tournament, whatever, maybe it would have been received a little bit smoother because it would have been, hey, here's everything else that's going on. But I know you guys love your best teams. You like seeing top-notch competition, and you don't like waiting till May or June or a lucky draw. We're going to have this going on. Everybody's going to make money. Sucks if your team is small, but it's just the way the world works. People want to see the bangers play. It is what it is. And we had COVID and no one, we need to make some money. And somehow there's been this money that was made and put in this pot that I'm eyeball emoji. Investigate this money.
Well, that's the thing. They talked about the Super League 2 years ago.
Yeah, this is not brand new. This has been talked about, and everybody kind of didn't care about it.
Exactly. And I know we talked about it on an episode. I can't remember. I should go back and try to find it. But I think I tweeted like that's the problem with having so many damn episodes. You can't remember when you talked about stuff. When you're doing it for 4 years, you're like, I don't remember
At
when
this point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to find it because I'm like, yeah, like we had talked about that years ago, and we like laughed at the idea.
Yeah.
But like you said, if they kind of came out and was like it's going to be a tournament or like a cup, so to speak, that would have been more well received. But when they're framing it like we're going to take these clubs from their league and make a quote unquote super league, yeah, like it just said. But for me, it's like, why are you guys even going crazy? That's ridiculous. Like that's actually ridiculous. Honestly, if they were ever going to do that, they would have done that years ago.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's a fair point.
Like, why are you okay? Actually, okay. You know what? Let me bring up this point actually, because this is something that I have not seen anybody talking about. Right? This is the reason. Actually, I'm very glad you said it like this. They came out with the Super League thing, and it seems like, yo, like, why would you even do that? Yeah. Like, what's up with your framing? Like, what's up with your like PR team? This is the reason why. I'm gonna tell you right now while you're reading.
I'm actually fixing our stream, but go ahead.
Okay, well, unfix it because I need you to listen.
I'm listening.
Don't ever in your life. What's up with that yellow hat? I'm just joking.
Target. It's actually lime green.
Okay. Got my color kind of off, but it's okay. I'm joking. This is why they came out like that. And you know what? This is why the whole media world reacted so crazy. Mm-hmm. the football world isn't handling the imminent departure of Messi and Ronaldo well at all. They don't know what to do. These people have eaten, like, we're talking about like 15 years. They've eaten off of Messi, Ronaldo. That's it. Messi's almost out of here. Ronaldo's almost out of here. I mean, at most they got like 2 years left. You know what I mean? Like at a big club. Yeah. I mean, and you know, you could like you can still call them peak right now. They're scoring goals, whatever. I mean, they're not like advancing in Champions League, but that's okay. Like there's the both of them are still, you can still talk about them and make money off of them.
Yeah.
But the media, like, they don't know what to do because they have sucked the life out of these two players. Like it's Messi and Ronaldo. What are they gonna do? When I was thinking about it, because I thought about that. Like, I'm like, what's up with this reaction? And I thought, okay, like the media, they're like in a panic, and I know that's the reason. But here's also the thing. There's nobody really coming after them for real, unless, and just hear me out here. On a level, Neymar has been a failure for football media in the sense that Neymar went from Barcelona to PSG. If Neymar stayed at Barcelona, or if Neymar went to like, and I'm not even trying to say it like this, like, but for like what we're talking about, I'm gonna say it how it is.
Okay.
If Neymar went to a real club in a real league, that would have done wonders for football media. If you get Neymar at Man U, if you get Neymar I mean, you would want to say like one of the Milan clubs, but obviously they were garbage at the time. If you get Neymar at what's the other teams in the EPL? Liverpool,
yeah. Man City,
if you get
whatever, Man U, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe even maybe even Juve, like maybe.
Yeah.
But Neymar going to PSG kind of ruined it for like the real football media because they don't want to pay. It's extra for them to pay attention to Liga and to pay attention to PSG. Now, so and also
Neymar and Mbappe are there. They can't pretend.
Well, I'm gonna get to Mbappe, but also because Neymar, being the big Brazilian star, hasn't had the success in the World Cup. That's like a big deal for Brazil and for the Brazilian stars to have that World Cup success. So and I'm not and when I say, it sounds harsh when I'm saying Neymar has been a failure for football media. I'm not saying like that. Obviously, I love Neymar, and I'm not saying his career has been a failure. I'm not saying that, but like but in the specter of having this Messi and Ronaldo at two really, really big clubs, being able to suck the life out of them media-wise, like you're not able to suck the life out of Neymar media-wise at PSG.
Yeah.
All you can do is talk about like antics and red cards and stuff. And because they haven't won the World Cup, then it's like you still can't really do it, you know?
Yeah.
But the only way that this can be saved to some extent is if like who are like the two young stars that are like coming up, Mbappe and Haaland. They're going to do everything they can to make Haaland a star.
They're certainly going to try. He needs to leave Dortmund ASAP.
Well, if people can travel this year, trust me, he's going to be on some late night show.
Oh yeah.
But only if
is he going to be playing keep ups with Justin Bieber too, like Neymar did? They gave
right.
Neymar that American treatment.
Right. But the only way that can really happen is if Mbappe or Haaland, like they have to go to big clubs. Like one of them has to go to probably Barcelona. Maybe like if Mbappe is going to Real Madrid, probably. Like we're thinking that Mbappe is going to go to Real Madrid. If Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, Haaland has to go to Barcelona.
Yeah.
if Mbappe stays at PSG, there's gonna be some big changes in football media. If Mbappe stays at PSG, Neymar's like 30, like Neymar's not gonna be around forever. Like we got a few more years. But if Mbappe's like, I'm staying at PSG, and Holland will probably go to like EPL or something, but like there's no rivalry there. Caesar, there's no other big stars. These people, 15 years, they've been eating off of two big stars. They don't know how to do anything else. They're not like We Made a Podcast who can start the podcast in the summer of a Confederations Cup and get it cracking. They're not like that.
No,
They will wait. These people just eat off Messi. Messi lose Champions League, score a free kick, gets Ibar. Oh my God, Messi, and they make up some record. They don't know how to do real media. So if they can't get a rivalry, I mean, and obviously it don't have to be a real rivalry between the two players, but if they can create a rivalry between Mbappe and Haaland, there's no other big stars coming out. Like there's nobody. What are they gonna do? Super League might be a good idea at that point.
Yeah, and especially you need a Super League if you want to, in a way. I mean, honestly, this is not. I don't think this is a take a lot of people are gonna like very much. I really don't care, but you're gonna need the Super League to elevate teams like PSG, teams like even Borussia Dortmund, whatever. Like you're gonna need those if they're in those leagues because the thing is the stars are not all in the same 5 clubs like always, right? Like Milan had the mega teams. AC Milan.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid had the Galacticos. Barcelona, blah, blah. Money is more spread out now. So, but that creates difficulties for people to have access, the general casual fan access. So you need that. You need a tournament or league or something that you need to make. Champions League is great, but people like us now, it's more of a try hard, like the real obsessors like it because it gives us all the stuff that we care about. We want to see the build up leading to now. But a casual Joe Schmo at the bar doesn't want to. I don't even want to go to a bar and turn on and see Real Madrid playing Galatasaray. Like, come on, dog. Like, what are we really doing here? So
Caesar, we just had Porto versus Chelsea.
Like it's just not the way it's gonna work. So you need something that's gonna keep those star teams getting exposure. They're always going to have their opportunity for their upsets with the sleeper teams. They need it that's going to be fine. Champions League is going to give those sleepers their dreams, like a Chelsea, like a Porto. They're going to get what they want, right? But the Super League is like almost like the Confederation Cup in Confederation Cup. It's pretty much all banger teams and then 2 invites. I don't see a problem with that for the club level. I honestly don't. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe they could even do that too still. Maybe they want to invite like a team from outside of Europe just for the hell of it. Maybe they want to invite Always Ready and then Victoria. Who knows? But I'm just saying that's something for the future. But give Super League now they marketed terrible. All that is just really bad. And I agree with your point. If people like Mbappe, Neymar, Holland are insisting on being happy where they are, then there needs to be something to assist that transition for the mainstream audience. Me and you know that how difficult games against Santiago away are, games against Lille, how good those teams are. The world doesn't know that, dog. They don't. And I don't even know. I don't even watch German League. I'm not gonna go on ESPN Plus and watch German League. I'm sorry. But you put that Champions League on, I'm going to watch them maybe. You put Super League on, okay. Wait a minute. Now, that's just the way it is. Like, you're making it easier for everybody. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know what their plan is moving forward. But maybe it's better that they actually got shunned away because they need to go back to the table and reassess everything. Maybe hire We Made It. We know how to market this better for y'all. You guys are tripping. Florentino came out yesterday screaming at all of us, all angry, saying it's going to happen no matter what. Now he's like, it's on standby. See, you didn't know how to handle this, Chief. You need to have the right people there to market this properly. You need to hire some marketing team like We Made It.
Well, the problem is, too, these clubs don't understand that what makes them big is media. It's not just your club. It's the coverage. And the media, what I'm saying is that The football media has been eating off of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, sucking the life out of them for 15 plus years. They don't know how to do football media without them too. They don't know how to do it.
Yep.
It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute to see, like, if Messi, like, I mean, they can't play forever. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? They need to create a rivalry. Barcelona, like, look at, like, if you take Barcelona right now and you don't, like, let's say Messi is not on Barcelona this season. A Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid this season without Messi and with Atletico Madrid like being like 3 or 6 points at the top of the league, that shit is weak, dog. Like, that's weak. Like, literally, that's like not that exciting. Yeah. There's no star. Like, you
it
really
even feels weird. Like, it used to be that war, right? Like Ronaldo versus Messi, and even though they didn't really go against each other, it still gave that aura. I'm sure their ratings are way more down than they used to be. There's no way they're popping like they were before. Even I don't have that same feeling like I used to. Even before the Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, I enjoyed just Real Madrid in general versus Barca. It was dope. They had these stars. Like, now it's like Messi and some dudes versus everybody except for Ronaldo. Like, that's what we're kind of watching now, you know? Like, so it's a little awkward. I enjoy it as a lover, but like the casual, not there.
Caesar, like, you gotta like lie to yourself that Benzema been a star. Like, you know what I mean?
I really gotta be like, man, he's really on top of the world. I'm like,
sure, but it's still
there's pop stars and more followers than him still. Like, this dude Ronaldo's has the most people on Instagram. That's a crazy thing. He's the biggest person on there. Like, we just gotta admit it's not the same.
It's not. And what's gonna happen, because Messi wanted to leave this past season. Like, what would it be if you literally got, like, the biggest player on Barca was Griezmann?
You know what? I'm gonna take back a statement we said a long time ago during the Messi saga. Pay that man everything. No wonder they're paying this man $780 million a week. Makes sense, because without him, they would be tanking for real. It'd be like we're making $3 on streams now.
But honestly, I mean, we did go through all that. But honestly, I think they pay him as much as they can. But
keep paying him all the money, because Lord knows it'll be hard to watch for the casual to watch no Messi. They're gonna cry when he's gone. Jesus.
Oh yeah, and like, imagine if he got his wish and he left this past season. It's literally a Clasico with the biggest star. Well, I guess like PK is like the biggest star, but that's a center back. Yeah, like, literally, you're like, the biggest like attacking star is Antoine Griezmann. Like, what
if he really started balling out because Messi was going? That'd be funny.
He has to take penalties.
Or Dembele just starts going bananas.
But even Dembele,
they still wouldn't be stars though. Like, they wouldn't be the mega star. Even if they were dropping 45 goals or Lewa numbers, they're still not there. You don't need 45 goals to be a star. You need marketability to be a star.
The media even Lewandowski scored 50 goals to past 2 seasons. He's not the guy, because the media makes you that guy.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
Because, like, Messi was there at Barcelona balling. In comes Ronaldo, making Real Madrid like I mean, he's up there putting up numbers. He's already a star for Man U. Yeah. He already had EPL status, which is always big.
Oh yeah. He already got the English crossover market at a young age. That's crazy. You don't see that often.
With Man U, and they won Champions League, even though he missed that penalty.
And don't forget, like, when we were talking about where Neymar should go after Barcelona, one of us were advocating Man U, because I'm like, dog, if you want to be a mega star, that's the place to go, because once you get that English boost, it's over. You're in heaven. Like, even Ronaldo can do whatever he wants now. They still will chant. They will never be like, nah, he served his time here. He put in work. They respect him forever.
And you know what? And you know what is different too, because somebody could argue, well, what about Paul Pogba? He was doing well for Juve, and then he came to Man U. It didn't really work out, but he's not a goal scorer.
No, no,
Somebody
no, no,
that
no. That's different. No, 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 no.
is like you're a
No,
midfielder.
no,
That's
no.
cute, but
Everybody knows the sexy position in the sport. You got to be a striker or some kind of or winger. That's it.
yes,
You're not gonna get the love for dancing dog. The only reason he was even getting love was he was scoring back there. He was scoring back there, so people were like, "Oh, maybe I'll watch." Once he just started playing a real midfielder, we're like, nah.
yeah, the English like you're not gonna get that same love. But if Neymar goes there, he can get injured every year. But if he score a few goals, you're good.
Dog. He just has to do a rainbow on one person. I swear to God, it'd be the most viral flick. They're gonna make all those dumb highlights. Oh, Mike's gonna go watch him. Like it's gonna be all these dumb TikToks about him.
All Neymar would have to do is do something great against Liverpool. That's it. You're a legend forever.
If he just broke off, yeah, it'd be great because actually when he went, then it would have been the cross rivalry between Salah. So many storylines. Oh well, he's at PSG. We're just dreaming and making the show longer. We promise to be short. Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Let's get back on track. Going back to it, the media went crazy, and I like to read into things deeper than just the surface. I feel like they don't know what to do when, and honestly, I feel like they're looking at it like, damn, like Barcelona's third in the league. They're not playing well. They're out of Champions League to PSG. Ronaldo went to Juve. They're doing way worse now. They're like third or fourth in the league. Like they're not gonna win Serie A this season. They're out of Champions League. They're like, damn, dude, like. It's hard to even like suck the life out of them if they're not in Champions League or if they're not even the teams aren't really doing well. So like they're seeing the writing on the wall. It would have been. It's a good time to talk about Super League. I don't know why the media started acting like it was going to happen next week, but it's a good time for it. But you're right. They didn't, when they said league, they made it seem like it's going to be taking precedence over EPL, La Liga, whatever. And like, they just really need to understand that they made a mistake by just latching onto Ronaldo and Messi the way they did. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, and not only that, but I think also, sorry to cut you off, but it's also the way that they didn't like. There wasn't any clear explanation to people how things were going to move forward. It sounded like they were going to abandon Champions League and their own leagues and play in this instead. And then it became like a whole integrity thing, and now everybody suddenly has these morals I never heard about, and all of a sudden that's not fair, but you didn't care when states were funding teams. Okay, sure. I guess all of a sudden we care, but I guess Pep Guardiola cares about fairness, but you got a state-funded team there basically with Qatar. But okay, man, I mean, go off, Chief, or whatever, Saudi money. Go off. But regardless, though, I just think it's like they phrased it wrong, and then UEFA kind of pushed it forward too by adding fuel to the fire by threatening punishments for these teams joining. I'm like, oh, so wait a minute. What is FIFA essentially? Is FIFA just like just admiring what's going on? They have no oversight. They have no nothing because FIFA made statements saying it's up to the teams to do what they want to do. What are you then? Like, are you just some invisible body that connects money? Because if UEFA has its own power and they're able to do this, it's like it just there's no sense of clarity. You know what it looked like to me? It showed me a little bit that like there's no like real like sense of structure when it comes to club. It's very like do what the hell you want and it is what it is. Like that's what it feels like. So they got a lot of work to do. UEFA's Champions League was talking about increasing their schedule, adding more teams, completely redoing the format. We're not even going to be doing what we did before, and they're going to act like it's how they do the what's it called, the Euros, basically kind of that style is going to be Champions League now, like with the big league brackets and in individual categories. They're up in the teams, but also we're going to get Superliga too. Like where are we going to be playing these games? Like I didn't really. Those are the questions I had that I couldn't get because everybody was too busy screaming and pounding their fists on the floor. Like that's the problem I had. I'm like, well, I don't really necessarily get upset about Super League. I don't really. It sucks, but I need more explanation before I just get angry. And now everybody committed to something I don't even know about. Okay,
Yeah.
like, all right, can I get a PowerPoint? Like, can I something?
Like, I think a lot of the people just didn't understand that this isn't about sporting as much as it's about media.
Yeah,
Media is what makes this thing go. Like,
it
it's
really is.
all about directing people's eyes a certain place. That's all it's about. A bunch of people, you can get Messi and Mo Salah and Ronaldo, everybody go kick that ball. Unless there's a camera there, nobody cares.
People were going hard on the ones I will respect on going Twitter or go hard. The ones that were going like that's really funny that everybody wants to take this like boycott stance now. All of a sudden on this, but when different announcers made for different World Cups, everybody was just kind of quiet about it. Maybe a player or two. When the World Cup, no, everybody was talking about how upset no one took a boycott. They announced a Super League. All of a sudden, we got commentators threatening not to commentate matches. I'm like, really now? Now everybody's just thugging out here. Interesting how that goes. What did you expect? They ain't make no money in damn near a year and a half. They're broke as shit. Have you not noticed they're broke? Both of the two biggest teams in the world have not made any moves. Real Madrid have bought nobody. Literally, I've never seen so many swaps in my life. Remember last window? I'm like, we're just out here swapping? I'm like, what? We don't just buy people straight up anymore, Thug Life? Florentino Perez gave me the impression that we're crazy broke right now. Like, he's just like, look, man, like,
Well, they
we
probably
need
are.
to do this. I'm like, damn, he must really want to buy somebody because he's like, I probably do want Holland and Mbappe, and I cannot afford them without this league. Trust me.
Well, it's funny too because I think a lot of them people postured like that because they knew it wasn't real. But it's like, dog, like if you know it's not real, like why are you trying to act like it's the end of the
I don't
world?
think they knew it wasn't real.
If I knew, they knew. Like, come on, dude. Like, if I'm seeing this and I'm like, dude, like they're not gonna do that. Like, if anything is like they're talking about changing that Champions League format in 2024. If they're doing the Super League, it's not gonna be this year or next year. Like that takes a lot to do that. So it's not about like it's about to be tomorrow, yo. Um, but what the heck? Some weird email came in. We made it. But going back, this is about media. That's all
it's from the stream.
okay. This is all about media. All about media. Sports, professional sports, is viable because people watch it.
Yeah.
People watch it through this thing called the media. Whatever you want to say that is, it's putting a camera and having people watch it. Or it's writing articles or publishing tweets or things on Instagram to make people, to put people's attention somewhere. The only thing that's going to save football media, unless they reform, is Mbappe and Holland. That's the only two people that can save it.
Yeah, I agree. I think
And
they're
they
the ones. They got to be like almost in the same league, pretty much, dude. Or if not competitive leagues,
they
like,
gotta be
bigger leagues.
Yeah, they gotta be at a big club, a real big club. Even if PSG win Champions League this season, I'm sorry, like you gotta be at a big club. This is the last thing I want to say before we move on because I don't want to take too long.
Yeah,
I wasn't arguing with this guy, but there was one of them dudes on Twitter was saying like, oh, like I thought that he was saying like, oh, you would think that PSG would be part of the Super League because like basically like the nature of PSG, just like a money team, whatever. And I was like, they probably weren't invited. Like, like
I think it'd be great if they were there. It helped them a lot. It helped the league a lot. But they probably just weren't hit up about it.
Yeah, and he's like, well, they got like two of the biggest players in the world. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Like these teams aren't thinking about the guys now. They want the people that have been big.
Like, yeah,
they want the metrics teams.
It doesn't matter.
International metrics honestly aren't for PSG. They are maybe more than ever now. But there's just something to the name that's been from 1899 to these other teams, man.
Like Man U, they suck. It's like they can finish 6th and they still got the most fans in the world.
It's insane.
And if you're thinking of the Super League people, they're like, okay, yeah, like PSG's dope right now, but what if Neymar and Mbappe leave? They got nobody. You
Yeah,
know
you're
what I
gonna
mean?
watch Di Maria play with Moises Keane. No, you're not,
Yeah.
dog. I am. You're not though.
Exactly. So it was funny, like, even with that, they're like, oh, like, why, like, why wouldn't I'm like, because like that's not a big club. I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't think that's gonna happen, and if so, it'll be it'll be a in season ICC. That's all it'll be. And you
Yeah,
can watch it or
there's
not.
too much. There's too much history and reputation with Champions League for it to just surmise it, and it's not
No.
going to be taken seriously unless it's always first team players playing.
Exactly. This Caesar, what you're saying right here, that's like the bare minimum basics of this conversation. And you got the whole people going nuts.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean,
It's like,
I was talking about it today to a friend, and like I get it. Like I didn't even blow up about it because I'm like, yeah, that sucks. But like, I mean, I still want to know what really, really, really sucks, though. Like I still need. I need to know more before I kind of just blow up about something. And yeah, I wasn't
exactly.
really seeing it yet.
Yeah, and we're not. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Because you put a time limit on us. I'm just joking. I mean, I'm not, but finally, your boy Jose Mourinho got fired from Tottenham, and really, I just hope that he never gets hired anywhere
I'm
again.
kind of tired of it.
Can like they're literally using him just for like coverage because he's gonna say something crazy and he's gonna like be ridiculous, so it's gonna get eyes on your team. We saw Paul Pogba come out and like be very honest about his relationship with Mourinho. He said they were cool at first, but then something changed, and he said that like Mourinho doesn't care about players. I'm like, yeah, like we all know this. Like,
Bro, are we surprised? No.
no, like Mourinho is
He's the most get off my lawn dude of all time. Like, and there's no retribution for it. Like once it's there, it's just never come back again or shot on sight. Like you just get off my lawn forever guy.
it's funny because like they're talking about like some of these people in the media are like, oh, he's finished as a club manager. I was saying that like 2 years ago that he's
They
senile.
they were saying he was finished after the fiasco at Chelsea. It wasn't like, oh no. It was literally you couldn't flame out harder than this man. Like you damn near got an altercation and suing a damn former doctor on the
Doctor.
team. And then and you had the situation where they went from like first place to almost like relegated or whatever. It was the fiasco of a century. This dude Hazard played like 3 games, scored 1 goal. It was just all bad everywhere. And then your loanees were murdering everywhere. This dude De Bruyne was killing it. There's the Lukaku was killing it. It's like, wait a minute, like these are good players. Why don't they don't want to come back? Interesting. So
And after that, he went to Man U and then he went to Tottenham. So like he's been getting these. I think teams have hired him, especially after Chelsea,
for clout.
because it's just like clout chasing off the name. But he's like, it's not worth it anymore. Like it's not worth it. There's no tactics or nothing there. Like it's ridiculous at this point. He is very self-centered and like he doesn't have any sense of like accountability. He's like a classic right winger, and I think he is a right winger. I remember looking it up, and I've seen some stuff about his politics. Every time his team does,
I think you're right too. I remember reading something about that too, but they talked about his like Portugal politics. Like that. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. Well, it would make sense because he never takes accountability. Whenever his team does poorly, he blames somebody else.
He's even blaming the media for his team playing bad. I'm like, bruh, you're gonna blame the media for how your team finished?
Insane. But yeah, good riddance. I don't really care about Tottenham, but I do think Tottenham should be doing better based on their players.
Absolutely, they have some good. They have a very sleepy good midfield. They have some talent there.
They have a good team.
Fernandez and Nonebele. They got some good talent, like young talent that's really good. We already talked about Nonebele, underused forever. Like this is a really good player. They play a stupid formation that he runs. They play really weird. They don't look like they even try to play hard for him. It just looks weird. And they have arguably one of the most underrated best players in the world, son. So there's a lot of talent to work with there under the right tutelage. That's back-to-back garbage managers. We'll see where they go from here.
Facts. We weren't going to talk about the Champions League changing format, but who cares? Because we just kind of got into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, Caesar, you want to tell us a little bit about your Hawaii trip?
Yeah.
Big balling out here went on that Hawaii trip. God, what was the first class flight? What airline were you on first class
Hawaiian
on?
Airlines Long Beach Airport. You know,
Ooh, first class.
Only flight domestic that serves food. Don't forget about that. They still serving food out there. Your boy was eating on that plane.
First class, they serve food.
No, all classes they serve food.
Ooh. Were you slumming it? Did you like walk in the back and slum it and see the people eating?
I definitely sometimes walk to the back restroom on purpose.
Hero, were you in first class too with them, or did you?
How was your Hawaii trip?
My Hawaii trip was the best.
What'd you think of? Well, this is actually was Hero's like first real trip to Hawaii, and what'd you think of it?
What the hell? Why did I think Hero went to school with you out there?
He damn near did.
Practically.
Yeah, he met everybody, but yeah.
We live together now.
What do you think about Hawaii?
Why is Hero nervous? What's up with him right now?
He's nervous on camera.
What the heck is up with this guy?
I'm nervous right now.
Yeah, he's being
Well,
weird.
now it makes me more nervous. No, Hawaii was really good. Actually, going with everybody, it made it way better than just like being a tourist, to be honest. So going on the hikes was like my favorite part about it.
Yeah, we went to some cool ones. We went to like every single hike had a different kind of environment. Forest, we went mountain. We did one where we basically went down like a volcano to the side where like the tide pools were. I don't care. It's for the people, not him. So yeah, it was really dope. Bam one day needs to go with us.
Yeah.
But he's playing games still.
Do you not like to hike, Bam?
I do like to hike, but I don't want to go to Hawaii though. I'm good.
Can you just do one time for me? I don't ask for anything.
Why doesn't Bam want to go to Hawaii?
Okay. There's some things that about Brazil. Can we make a deal with Brazil and Hawaii?
Okay, look, first of all, I'll go to Hawaii maybe one day, maybe. But like, look, I'm they brought me from Africa, okay? They brought me. I don't want to do that.
Brought you from Africa? You're from Virginia or something.
They brought us from Africa, okay?
When?
Yeah, years ago.
Years? Like a century ago.
More than that. I don't want to go. I feel like I'm doing that to Hawaii if I go there. I feel like I'm doing that.
But you said you'd be down to do something like that in Jamaica. What's wrong with doing it to Hawaii?
I actually see. Look at this. I have always said I don't really want to go to the Caribbean like that. Although I'm kind of down to go to Aruba because it's a Dutch joint.
Aruba. What about St. Vincent and the Grenades?
You just heard of that because of that volcano.
Yes, and because that one game USA lost.
But no, I mean, I'm not really. I've never really been into Hawaii. I'm not really a tropical guy, though. That's why.
Okay, but the humidity's nice, though.
Yeah, but I'm not really like tropical. Like I'm not really like that dude for real.
What is your vibe?
But this, to be fair, this is the last point. See, Hero said the first time he went to Hawaii, he didn't really like it because he was getting that like typical Waikiki kind of thing where it's like, oh, here's a touristy, blah, 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 and I'm at the big buildings.
Way too many tourists.
This time, we was in the streets. We was out there. Like, we were in some very small towns, very out there rural Hawaii, and I think that's a lot more fun for me than being like in downtown where all the military people, blah, blah, blah. That stuff is whack. We go deep into Hawaii. We don't just be like, oh, here's in town.
Well, Caesar, first of all, you're gonna be out there trying to act like you're Hawaiian too.
I mean, I do run it. I put 2.5 years hard work in those streets.
Okay, and also, I'm definitely would rather go to Brazil with your cousin. Hero, okay, look, we gotta go, but Hero, what's up with your boy wearing rings now? Like, he's like,
I mean, he got rings too because of me.
I don't got any rings. Look at this.
Hold on,
Zero ring time.
Your boy has added new things to Arsenal. I'm gonna start buying some rings. Almost got my ears pierced out there, but do that again, Buzz. I was gonna get the hanging cross and sell out, but you know,
he really wanted his belly button pierced, but I had to talk him out of it.
That's not true. That's not true.
Caesar's about to get that tongue ring. Anyway, we made a podcast. We may or may not. I mean, who knows with this fool right here have something in the cooking up with Caesar and Hero at some point, maybe.
Yeah, we're trying to get this
No,
meeting
no, no,
going.
no, no,
But
no.
Hero's leaving tomorrow.
Okay, well, no.
But
no.
you're gonna come today?
Who's
See Hero?
No, I'm not.
You can meet.
You better see me.
We
Bam.
can have a meeting about it.
No, we're
Cancel.
not. No, we're not.
Let's go, Bam. Let's go.
But anyway, we made a podcast episode 199. Make sure
Yes.
you what's Hero's social media stuff?
Look where I've been, but with one E. Make sure you guys go. We're gonna at 6:30. We're gonna go live on Twitch. We're playing FIFA. Bam's gonna be there. Hero's gonna be walking around the background doing wild stuff. All right, y'all. So hope you guys enjoy the stream. We're gonna be doing more of these, and we'll get it all. I'm gonna get overlays and everything set up and everything for these live streams. Thought it'd be a better idea, and here we are. Yeah.
I don't know what an overlay is, but okay, cool. We made a podcast episode 199. Holler back.
Peace.